Hello and welcome to an exciting new chess series. Over the course of our 12 programs, I will be joined by world-famous newspaper editor, chess enthusiast Donald Woods, to present my choice from the millions of tournament games documented over the centuries of the 12 best games ever played. They are games which will take us round the world and through history. They are games which witness brilliant masterstrokes of chessboard genius, games which often heralded the fate of the World Championship itself. I hope they convey to you, the viewers, as powerfully as they have done to us, the sense of intellectual mystery and mental force which we associate with chess at its finest. We'll be analysing each game in detail, but we'll also be looking at the stories away from the board and at the extraordinary personalities who have helped develop the art and science of chess. We will start with the first ever international tournament held in London in 1851, when competitive chess was in its infancy, and on to the National Chess Congress held in New York in 1857, the very first official chess event held in the New World. Back to the London of the 1880s, half a century into Queen Victoria's reign, when the capital of the British Empire was at the height of its imperial glory. We see in 1892 the World Championship decided between two European grandmasters in the tropical heat of Havana. In pre-revolutionary St. Petersburg, we witnessed the confirmation of a new champion, Emanuel Lasker, the man who was to reign a record-breaking 27 years. While in Moscow, on the eve of a conflagration which was to engulf the civilized world, we witnessed the Cuban genius Capablanca hurl a thunderbolt so devastating that chess fans today still find its depths astounding. A new generation will be depicted after the carnage of the First World War. Displaced Russian emigres, such as Nimzovich, Alekhine, and Bogolyubov, players impregnated with the twisted logic of 4 years of mass murder on European battlefields. Finally, we pass across the decades of Soviet domination, represented by Mikhail Botvinnik and Boris Spassky. This was broken solely and briefly by the temperamental American genius, Bobby Fischer, in 1972. We conclude with a taste of the marathon struggle between Anatoly Karpov and Garry Kasparov, a struggle for world supremacy that has lasted for half a decade. Perhaps the most dramatic game in this series is the one that catapulted Kasparov to becoming, at the age of 22, the youngest world champion in the history of chess. Kieseritsky played this. Now, everyone says shouldn't move the queen too many times in the opening, but he's got an idea in mind. He's attacking the knight on h4 and the bishop on b5. And what do you think about that, Donald? Have you got any alternative ideas there? Let's go back to the position before white plays this. Would you have played a4, or can you think of something else? Especially with the black pieces playing such a decisive attack. And this is it. Watch carefully now, as black sacrifices the queen. Queen takes f3.
Yeah, it's scary.
Well, Paulsen was a Prussian playing in New York in the 1850s. An example of chess bringing people together. Have you got any stories of this from South Africa?
Oh, South Africa's full of... I remember in my chess club an extraordinary incident when we integrated the club, so black players could belong.